If you can hear me, do you guys see an AMA text channel above this VC channel? If you can hear me, right, please type +1 or something. Yeah. Um, let's wait a little bit more for more people to join. Yes, +2. Okay, so let's wait for a little bit for more people to join. Okay. By the way, this is our second time. This is actually our second AMA, by the way. Last time, I think it was in last month, probably in February. We actually did a very crazy AMA. We did a 12-hour AMA, the first one. And this time we decided not to do it because it's too long. So yeah, that's why we actually want to gather everyone and have this just 1 hour AMA. Of course, it's for you guys to get to know us better. Of course, to get to know our project better. Okay, so if you guys, basically we changed the setting of the voice. You have to push to talk if you have any questions. But let me just share our agenda for today. The first 40 minutes, I'll be doing most of the talking. Okay, I'll be talking, and then the final 20 minutes, we will actually open up the floor for questions. So if you have any questions, feel free to either drop it in the text, drop it in the AMA text channel, or you can leave it until the end to ask me. Okay, so any questions? We welcome any questions. Don't worry, you can bombard me with questions. I'm happy to answer all of your questions. Of course, I'll try my best to answer as many as possible. And by the way, guys, I'll be conducting 2 AMA sessions today. So this one, the one that you're joining now, will be in English, and after this, we'll have a 30-minute break, and then we'll go into a Chinese channel. So, a Chinese AMA. So, if you feel like you want to join the Chinese session, you may wait until later. Otherwise, you can just sit in and listen to this one. Okay? So, let's see. I think we should. 1 second. Okay. So yeah. During the session, right? During the session, if you have any questions to ask, feel free to unmute. But you need to push to talk for this session because we actually changed the setting. So otherwise, you can just drop the question in the AMA channel. My team will actually pick up the questions and send it to me. Okay. Okay. If everything is clear, please type a +1 for me in the text channel. All good. All good. Okay. Okay, one ice cream, please. Say +1. One ice cream. I think you're new, right? What, so fast you got a whitelist already. 加油, Erica. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 泡姐. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. All right. I think we can actually start now. Don't have to wait for others. We anyway are going to record this session today, and yeah, if they miss it, they can just play back the recording. Okay, so without further ado, let's start our AMA today. All right, I'm gonna share my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. If you can, please type a +1 for me. Thanks. Can see? Great. Okay, so I'm gonna enlarge the screen. Okay. Okay, so thank you so much everyone for joining our AMA. I'm just gonna go into the content today. So before we go into more details about our project, I just want to let you guys know, because I know some of you are really new. I've not seen some of you before. Some of you we probably have spoken before, but if you're new, let me just introduce myself. I'm Erica. I'm the founder of this project. I'm the founder of Path Music Entertainment. And just a little bit about myself. So I was actually previously a business consultant, serving mainly clients in the healthcare industry. So we're talking about, like medical device companies or pharmaceutical companies. So you may ask, okay, why do you want to get into this space, or why do you actually start this this project, right? So by the way, I'm actually full time on Path on this project right now, and along with me, we actually have seven other members who are with me on this project. Some of them are full time, some of them are part time at the moment. But I just want to let you guys know that um, on the team, we actually have three graduates from Imperial College London. So myself, I'm a grad from Imperial College with a degree in biotechnology. So yeah, I'm doing something that is totally not related at all to my degree. Okay, so yeah, that's yeah. But anyway, we actually have two in-house developers, our own in-house developers on the team as well, and they are mainly working on the smart contract as well as the minting website and also the main website that you can access now. And apart from that, we actually have a community manager and a marketing director. They are all in the chat right now. They are all in the VC right now. Okay, hopefully, and and one more person, which is very crucial, which is our content director. Okay, I will tell you guys more about their roles later. All right. Yeah, I have a degree in biotechnology, but right after I graduated, right, I did not actually go into a biotech career. There are many reasons why that happened, but I just want to let you know that I'm full time on this project right now, and our whole team are very serious about building Path project. Okay, all right. On and off, I might just stop the presentation. I might just ask you guys to, if you have any questions, just feel free to, drop it in the chat. I'll be reading the chat at the same time. Okay, very briefly, what is our vision? So our vision has been really clear and focused from the start. We are actually a music related project. Everything we do is related to singing and music. So that's why our vision is really clear. Our vision is to build a platform that can allow talented individuals to to shine, to showcase the talent, and at the same time, they are able to monetize the talent. So that is our goal. Okay, that is our vision. Very clear. All right, very clear from the start. And okay, a little story about what inspired me or even my team to start this project. So some of you might know that I was actually previously with this project called PathDAO. So the founders of PathDAO are actually my uni friends. They are very good friends of mine, and and actually they got me into the NFT space as well. So this group of people, they started trading NFT last year, very early last year. I think it was in May, and I actually got into NFTs because of them. Prior to that, I've been trading crypto, but I wasn't really an active trader, until later on, until I knew that my friends are actually, doing this, like really actively and making a lot of money. Okay. So what happened last year was that my in October, my friends, they started a project. They started a project called PathDAO, and it is actually a gaming guild. So they started off with NFT as well. Okay, so they launched the NFTs, and the sales wasn't really good. But then they actually what happened after that? What happened after the NFT sales was that they actually brought the project to an IDO. Okay, and they got me into their project, and they got me to help them, to help them with the IDO. So I was their head of marketing, communication, and community during the IDO period, during the preparation phase for the IDO. So I was basically helping them with, like social media marketing, helping them with influencers, helping them to market, their projects, and helping them to do events for the community. So what happened was that because I was actively planning events, for their community, I actually had this event called Referage, and what happened was that we had daily puzzles and daily treasure hunts, for 10 day straight. And somehow at that time I was using this PFP from no, actually I should say I was using Pokemon's this Pokemon called Jigglypuff PFP. Okay, as my PFP, as my PFP. So because at the time we had a lot of rewards for the community. So everyone was basically shouting "Path" all the time in the chat. And because they are waiting for my arrival, they are waiting for me to drop them rewards or drop them, path tokens, etc. So it somehow got me inspired. Why not? If Path is so likable, why not I start a project called Path, and and sort of incorporate my passion for singing. By the way, I'm actually a singer slash guitarist, so I can sing, I can play the guitar. So I really want to start a project that combines both my passion together. So that's how I come up with this project, and um, so we sort of reimagine our version of Path instead of copy, like Pokemon's Jigglypuff, right? We had our devs and also our designer to redraw, or you can say to reimagine our own version of Path. So and then that's how we actually started this project. Yeah, it's a bit of a story. And at the time, you might ask me, like I even rejected an offer from Pavda because my friends actually wanted to, like got me into their project and then hire me full time, to work on marketing. But I rejected the offer. Why? Because I knew that this idea that we have, this sing to earn idea is so brilliant that I knew I had to do it. I have to be the first to execute this idea. So that's why I actually rejected my friend's offer. Yeah. So yeah, that's how that's what inspired us to start this project actually. And the idea to actually have a platform that can allow, like talented people to shine and to even monetize their talent is really something that I really want to, execute. So yeah. Okay, so a little bit about our roadmap. Okay, this information are all published in our website, by the way. So just want to re-emphasize and let you guys know where are we in the roadmap right now. Okay. By the way, if you have any questions, feel free to drop in an AMA text channel. If you have any now, you can drop it. I can just answer on the spot. Otherwise, I'll just move on. Okay. Okay. Just give me one moment to check the chat. Okay. Okay, where are we in the roadmap right now? Okay, so we are actually right at the Genesis Path launch. Um, we have finally come out with the date for the Genesis collection launch. It will happen very, very soon. I'm going to review to you, okay, first hand info, by the way. I'm going to review to you when is the exact launch date, all right? And Generative Path will be launched somewhere in mid-April. Okay, so right after our NFT sales, a very important or key milestone to achieve for us will be the Sing to Earn game. So rather than calling it a game, right, I would very much like you guys to think of it as a platform rather than a game. Why is that? Okay, because what we're trying to build, it's really a platform that will, that has the element of singing music and also has the element of social. It is actually, I would like you to think of it as a social file rather than a game file. Reason being, okay, unlike traditional conventional games, right, a developer has to continuously, build different levels. There has to be a lot of innovation that goes into the game to keep the users, engaged in the game longer. But if we're building a platform, it is a totally different school of thought, in my opinion. Okay, because a platform has to be as simple as possible. It has to be user friendly. It has to be lightweight so that we can actually encourage a mass adoption. So that is our goal, to build a platform that can encourage mass adoption. And which is why I want to let you know that this key milestone, this sing to earn platform that we are building will happen right after our Genesis and Generative path launch. All right. So okay, although I actually put down a quarter three or quarter four timeline in a slide and in our website, but that development phase will actually start in April, actually in April, right after our Generative launch. All right. And what happened after that? Okay, so we will try our best to push out the beta version Q2 this year itself. And the reason being, okay, as I mentioned just now, the idea is really new. Okay, the idea is novel. Okay, I just want to ask you guys, have you heard of Sing to Earn game before? Have you actually seen or heard of this idea from any other projects before? If you have heard of it, please type a +1 for me. If you have not heard of it, please type a +2. I just want to see in the chat how many of you have heard of Sing to Earn. Okay, from other projects, I mean. Can you type in the chat and let me know? If you have heard of it, type +1. If you have not heard of it, type +2. I just want to see, I just want to sort of verify whether our idea is really indeed, a brilliant idea that's really new or not. Yeah. Type in the chat, guys. Type in AMA text channel, so I'll have a look. Okay, let's see. Not seeing the chat. One second. Okay, so most of you actually type +2, right? Okay, that's good. I mean, that's good to know. That's why I mentioned it's really crucial for us to actually think of a way to shorten the time for development, because in this space, everything moves really fast. If our game is going to take, I don't know, half a year or, a 1 year to develop, I think we will no longer have that first mover advantage. So our goal is to push out a better version in quarter 2, okay, and then quarter 3 and quarter 4, we can actually launch our, like actual alpha version, right? So and then what happened after the game? After the game has been launched, we will put a lot of effort into marketing and encourage a lot of mass adoption. So throughout this period, it will be a period of adoption. It will be a period of okay, I'm going to share more about it later, but I want to mention about this key milestone in 2023. So when we have amassed a certain number of, let's say, a user base for our game, right? What we can execute from that is the talent agency part. Because from our game itself, we can identify talented individuals. We can actually sort of groom them, help brand them, market them, and then make them into a mini celebrity or mini influencer, I don't know, mini singer, and then we help them launch, I don't know, concert or music and music NFTs, etc. So the potential is really really huge for this roadmap. That's what I want to point out. Okay. If you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the chat. I'll be reading the chat at the same time. Right. So, okay, just want to give you guys a bit of overview of what we have planned for the Sing to Earn game. Okay, this is the concept map. Okay, we basically essentially are going to have several modes within the game. Okay, why is it important? Because I get this question a lot. Like people keep on asking me, what if I'm not a good singer? What if I sing really bad or my voice is really bad? Can I still earn from the game? Okay, because of these questions, or because there is a need to build something that caters to the non-singers or maybe the bad singers, you can call it, we need to have different modes. Okay, we need to have the karaoke mode, we need to have the social mode, we need to have the live streaming mode. I will break it down for you why each of these modes is really important. Okay, the karaoke mode is basically the mode where just sing to a song, right? Just like a typical karaoke, you have the instrumental version of the song and then you sing to it. This is basically the solo mode. So the solo mode gives a chance to people who don't sing well, okay, or bad singers, a chance to earn. The social mode is important because we're trying to build is a social fight, right? We are essentially a social platform because when there is a singing, you you usually like people to sing to you, especially if you're a good singer. You want people to listen. So social mode comes in um, at this time. Like you probably have a launch, and then you will have a group of people listening to you or taking turns and cue to sing. Okay, that's that. Okay, kitty cat say unless I auto tune. Okay, don't worry, you just use a solo mode, you can still like you still do good. Okay, and number three, we are planning to have live streaming mode. Okay, this is really really crucial for the talent, crucial for us as a platform provider. Okay, why is that? As we all know, live streaming mode is a one to many mode. Okay, as a talent, ideally you want, if you want to build your followings, ideally you want as many people to listen to you as possible, right? So talented people, they leverage our platform, they leverage our live streaming function within our platform to to reach out to their followers, to reach out to the mass, right? And what happened, the flip side, we also leverage on them. Once they have built a big social followings, we also leverage on them because they are all content creator. They are trying hard to build content, they're trying hard to build their followers, right? So we are also leveraging on them to bring more people into the game itself. So it is really really important to have this live streaming function. And another thing is that this live streaming, it's gonna make our tokens sustainable because a typical play to earn game usually are not sustainable because there's only emission and there's no burning or usage or utility for the token. The token price will just keep dipping. But the live streaming mode is sort of, you can say, our trump card, right? We introduce it so that if an audience today really like a performance, they can actually get, like get path token to tip the performance or to tip the talents. They can buy gifts, they can tip. So that's how we make the ecosystem more sustainable, by introducing the live streaming function. Okay, so okay, so I've explained these three modes, and I'm gonna further talk about point number 4, 5, and 6. Okay, the talent recruitment links will link back to our future roadmap, which is talent agency part. I don't want to touch too much about it yet. This will only happen in 2023, by the way. Okay, so to answer some of your question, okay, basically we also will have the rental because I know some of you probably come into this project as an investor. You probably are not the singer, but you still want to invest in us, invest in the business, or invest in the game, right? So we will have this rental system, or to allow you to lease out your NFTs so that you can actually let other people earn for you. Okay, earn from you, and you do a profit sharing. And regarding number 6, as I mentioned just now, reward and tipping will be in Puff token. Okay, that is pretty straightforward. It's just like any other karaoke app that you've seen before. They have gifts that you can actually spend real money to buy, to gift it to the performers, right, or to the live streamers. Okay, so everything is clear. I'm gonna move to the next slide. All right. Okay, so this one is very very interesting. Okay, okay, but before we go into this, any of you have any questions, please type in the chat. I will pick up some questions to ask, or if you feel like you want to unmute and talk, feel free to do so. Anyone, any questions? I give you 5 seconds. If you have any question, feel free to type it in the chat, or you can push to talk. Otherwise, we will just continue. Yeah. Okay, the next slide is really really interesting. Okay, I think Kitty is typing something. Okay, let's wait for Kitty to. Kitty, are you gonna ask me a question? Okay, wait for 5 minutes. Oh no, sorry, 5 seconds. Sorry. Okay, we will carry on. Okay, while she types. Okay, okay. Talking about our Sing to Earn game, all right. There are a few limitations that we come across. Okay, I think I have been telling you guys about why we um, why we don't okay why we don't have the intention to increase the supply of our generative or genesis path. Yeah, it's very true. We do not have the intention to increase the supply at all. But for when it comes to sing to earn game or any other play to earn game, right? The supply cannot be too low. Okay, if you want mass adoption, you have to have large number of NFTs, you know. So in order to sort of overcome this limitation, because we do not really have the intention to increase, you know, path supply. Okay, we do not want that to happen. We just want to keep it very low. I will explain why later. Um, so for our Sing to Earn game, we have to have another NFTs, okay, another NFTs to overcome that issue. All right, so we come up with this idea of doing a microphone. Okay, I'll explain why. It's really interesting. Okay, there are two issues with this. Okay, number one is that 6,000 paths are not enough. Okay, are not sufficient for the game. Okay, to run. All right, we need more. We need more NFT. That's number one. Another issue is that our NFT, our paths NFT, exists on the Ethereum blockchain. If I were to do our game on Ethereum blockchain, we will get fucked real hard by the gas fee. Okay, so it means that our game has to exist on other blockchains. Okay, it could be Polygon, it could be Solana, it could be a Binance Smart Chain. Okay, it could be one of this chain, and the idea is that if we have a substitute NFTs that exist on other blockchains that can allow the game to to sort of reach more people, that is what we want to achieve. Okay, so we come up with this idea. We want to have a microphone. So essentially, what do path holders benefit from, you know, from holding or from getting a path NFTs? So you will actually get a path microphone. Okay, what these microphones are, you can actually use this microphone to sing and earn within the game. Okay, and earn path token within the game. So at the start of the game, there will only be 6,100 microphone, which means that you guys, okay, you are the holders, right? If you are the holders, you are going to be the early users within the game. And as I mentioned, they'll if the game is only emitting tokens and not burning, or you know, like if the tokens don't have any utilities, right, the price will dip. So we actually have to introduce a lot of burning mechanisms to make the token sustainable. And with that, right, we will have breeding. You know, we will have breeding. Maybe you have to upgrade your microphones, and you will have to burn some tokens to unlock new game modes, etc. So what I want to point out is that at the start of the game, you guys will be the early users. There will only be just you. But as you breed more and more microphones, you can actually sell it. You can actually list it, or you can actually, you know, sell it and let other users come into the game. You know, come into the ecosystem. Okay. So that is just a rough idea about what we are actually planning to do with the Sing to Earn game. Okay, so if you find it really hard to grasp or very hard to understand, please leave a comment, or you know, type a question in the chat. I'll be answering that. Okay. Any question? Any question? Feel free to ask. I will just move on while waiting for your. I'll just move on to the next slide. Okay. If you have any questions, I'll pick up later. Okay. Or you can, you know, wait until the end, then you can ask me. Okay. So very interesting question. So all of you who are listening to the AMA right now, you are either a talent or you are an investor. So where do you fit? You kind of have to ask yourself this question: are you a talented people? Are you the talent? And are you the one who's gonna use the mic and who's gonna sync and earn path tokens? Or are you an investor? Are you just an investor that has no interest at all in singing? I have to ask yourself these questions because um, we are a project. We are a project that built for long term. You know, we are not a typical project for you to flip. So you kind of have to find your role within our project now. Okay, if you are a talent, then this platform is made for you. Okay, it's made for you because can you imagine having a platform where you can just sing and earn tokens? I believe you can say to me, there's YouTube or there is Twitch that I can do live streaming, right? But it's totally different because if you think about YouTube, you probably need to amass at least 1,000 subscribers before you can monetize their video. Before you can monetize your video and start earning, right? But today with our path sing to earn game, you can literally monetize your talent from day one. All right. So this game is made for you. Okay, talent. All right. But today, if you are an investor, you probably don't have the time to sing or you're not interested in singing, but you are interested in investing in the game, investing in our vision, then we also have a place for you. Because why? As I mentioned just now, today you're gonna get a mic. You're gonna have a skin in our Sing to Earn game. Okay, I'm just gonna use the word skin. Okay, you will have the skin in our game, and if you get our mic, even if you're not interested in singing, number one, you can sell it. Okay, you can sell it. You wait until the right time. Wait until we amass certain number of users, then you sell it. Okay, sell it at a good price. All right. But two, you can list it out, rent it to some good singers that you know, rent it out and do a profit sharing. Okay. All right. So investors, talent, we have a place for you. Okay. Flippers, bye. No, just kidding. Okay. Okay. Next slide. I want to talk to you guys about why you should invest in Path. Okay. Why you should invest in Path because for one, I want to tell you that we are not a typical PFP project. Okay. As you can tell, our collection is not huge. Okay. We are building much more than just a PFP. Of course, Puff is really cute. Puff, we try to make it badass, but a lot of people are just saying to me, Puffs are cute. If Puff is a badass, isn't an adorable badass, right? So, what you really are investing is a game, is a platform. Okay, that's one thing that you have to be really clear about. So the true value of Puff how do you say, you will only see the true value of path if you wait until you're done with the game. Okay, that's one thing I want to point out. All right. Okay, just want to briefly talk about what are our competitive advantages. Okay, number one, we are the first thing to earn game in the NFT space. Okay, since some of you have not even heard of it, right? So I'm pretty confident that we're the first. Even if we're not the first, we're probably the first on Ethereum blockchain. Okay, because personally, I know there is a lot of music related projects, but a sing to earn project is still something relatively new and it's a novel idea. Okay, and we are serving a really really niche market. Why do I say that? Okay, when I started this project, there is a million projects that I can copy. Okay, there's a million ideas out there that I can just copy and just quickly copy and do a copy pasta job and just market it out. Anyway, I'm a marketing person, right? I'm good at marketing. Okay, I can just market the project. Okay, but because this idea is so brilliant, and because of that, I do not see the need to serve the mass market. Okay, so serving the niche market has its own plus point as well. Okay, we are really niche, and likely a lot of people will not enter this market now. Maybe it would happen because I know the music meta is probably coming. A lot of music related projects has been released recently. Okay, but most of them are doing, I don't know, like platforms for music producers or for other musicians to actually upload their work, and then from there they actually collect royalty, right? But we are doing something totally different. We are a combination of music plus social. Okay, so it's music plus social elements within our project. Okay, and another good thing is that um instead of promising you a PC game, we're just gonna do a mobile game. Okay, it will actually reduce the development time by a lot. Okay, as I mentioned just now, we are aiming to start development in Q2, and hopefully better version can be out by Q2. Okay, in Q2 itself. All right. Also, before point number four is the relatively small supply at the start of the game will only be just 600 sorry 6100 players. Okay, and then finally is we actually have multiple streams of income. I'm not sure about you, but I've seen many projects since I've been in this space for quite some time. Okay, I'm talking about just NFTs. A lot of other projects out there do not have multiple streams of income. That's why what happened is that they either rug or they soft rug their community. Why is that? A lot of reason is because they do not have additional stream of income other than the primary mint. Okay, when you do not have other incomes, you ask the founders or the team to reinvest the money into building the project. It is highly unlikely they will do that. Okay, everyone wants to make money. Everyone is here to make money, right? So without multiple stream of income, a business cannot thrive. Okay, a business cannot sustain. That's why having multiple stream of income is really, really crucial for sustaining the business. But for Puff, we have that because our Sing to Earn platform is going to be the major source of income for the company. Okay, for the company and for the community, as well as for the project, for the entire project. So I'm talking about this from the point of view of a business, yeah, from the business perspective. So, and apart from that, apart from our Sing to Earn game, we have the talent agency part, which provides yet again more stream of incomes. Okay, so so sum it all up. Um, having multiple stream of income is really important, and that's why I want to show you the next slide. Okay, we'll come back to this later. I want to show you this slide. Okay, how are we using the funds from primary mint? Okay, so yeah, I'm going to tell all of you that we are actually investing 80% of the mint fund into the company. Okay, into building the game, into building the project. Okay, that's one promise that you can have from me. Okay, why is that? The reason being, okay, as I mentioned just now, we actually have much more, than we actually want to achieve much more than just NFT. We are not a typical NFT project. What you are investing in is a game, right? It's a game, and you should see this. I actually urge all of you to see this as to see yourself as a seed investor. What our NFT sales to me, right? To me as the founder, right? The NFT sales is just a seed fundraiser. Okay, a seed fundraiser or a stepping stone for us to build the game. Okay, so all of you should understand that you are all seed investors. Okay, so our 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 plan doesn't just stop at NFTs. So we actually want to use all this money to properly build the game. So that's why we're telling you that we're actually reinvesting 80% of the money into building the project and building, the company. Okay. Okay, let's go back to this. So of course, what's the value of our NFTs? You have to ask yourself, if you flip it early, you're not going to reap the benefit, or you're not going to reap the true value of our project. But if you hodl until our game is out, right? Then you can reap the real, benefit or the real value, the true value of our NFTs. Because for now, we understand that during the void period, I'm talking about the period of time when we start the game development until it is ready. That void period is probably the most challenging period that all of us have to endure. Okay, why do I say that? Because during this period of time, the team will be busy building. Of course, we still have marketing and also community things still going on, but during this period of time, team will be busy building developing the game. Okay, and during this period of time, you'll probably see, I don't know, the NFTs price going down if you don't get get more people to come in and buy and things like that. But as I mentioned just now earlier, this is not a project for you to flip, because if you look at our growth, I don't know, some of you might be new, some of you are with us since January, right? You see our growth, you witness how we grow. Our growth has been really, really organic. Okay, we started in January, and our growth was like stagnant way back in January. Okay, our number, our social number, our Discord member, our Twitter member was is at 2K and stuck there forever for the entire January. And it is until February that we started picking up. We started picking up a bit more numbers. Okay. So, but what I can assure you is that 90%, 90 to 95% of our members all are genuine members. Because we don't do fake pumps, we don't do artificial pump to our numbers. Okay. So yeah, so that's what I can assure you. Okay. Okay. Any questions so far, please ask. Please drop in the chat. Otherwise, I'll move on for now, and then we will just we'll push all the questions to the last. Okay, hope you don't mind. Okay, how do you become one of us? Okay, how do you become a part of us? If you really like the vision, if you like the team, you can become a part of us. We have two collections. We have Genesis and Generative. I know some of you are new. Some of you probably don't read at all, because someone still tell me that they don't know we have Genesis, which is a bit ridiculous. Okay, that's why we actually restructure our Discord to make it more easy for you to find information. Okay, so our Genesis comes with a total supply of 100, and our Generative comes with a total supply of 6,000. Okay, I'm going to review to you our price. Okay. Okay, the perks, we'll go into this later. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, our Genesis, there's only 100 supply, and then oh shit, I'm so sorry. Typo here. This should be 100. Okay. The set price for Genesis will be 0.15. From 0.15, this will be the whitelist price. Okay. Essentially, the important thing is about the perks. Okay. So if you get a Genesis, you will get one free mint of Generative. So you'll get one plus one. Okay. And then you'll get path tokens airdrop. This path token will be the in-game tokens that I mentioned just now. Okay, so what it means to you is that you will essentially get this sync to earn ability. Okay, basically you will get the mic. Okay, you'll get the microphone to allow you to sing in the game, and you will also get some path tokens. It gives you a good head start. Actually, you can start, I don't know, breeding. For example, you can breed a second mic, with the tokens, and you can even upgrade the stats. Okay, for example, because every mic will have its own stats. For example, maybe some will have better quality, some will have poorer quality. Some will have poorer quality, and then the quality of the mic will actually determine the amount of tokens you can earn. Okay, not just from your singing, but also from the mic stats. Okay, so we will try to make it this way to encourage more burning. Okay, so you guys you will have a good head start with these path tokens. You can upgrade the mic, or you can breed and things like that. Okay, so if you're targeting, or if you just want to be our Generative holders, you can do that as well. The supply is 6,000, and then the price range will be in the range of 0.05 to 0.07. Okay, we actually have not set it yet, because there will be a price difference between the whitelist holders and also the public sales. So that's why we put a range here. So, but rest assured, it will be in this range. Okay. So, if you get this generative, you will actually get the microphone as well. But it doesn't come with the token airdrop. Maybe we might ask you guys to claim some tokens, but definitely not airdrop. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to some of the perks, right? That I want to point out to everyone. Um, Some of the other perks that we promise include the virtual clubhouse and metaverse. Okay, so we are planning to get a piece of land and then build a clubhouse. Okay, in that piece of land. Okay, and so everyone, all the holders, will get access to that. You can host private events or parties, etc. So and then Path Alpha is just for the Genesis holders. But apart from that, you will get of course all the giveaways events are open to both the holders. Okay, so when is the launch? Okay, exciting things. Okay, we are now counting down to 11 days to our Genesis launch. Okay, so it will actually happen on the 1st of April for the Genesis pre-mint. Okay, so for this, right, we actually have already got 30 members. We still got some slots left. We still got some spots left. We probably still have got, I don't know, just two or three. I'll probably reserve one for marketing purpose. But if you are interested to get a whitelist, please come to me. Okay, come talk to me, because we give out Genesis whitelist by partnership only, meaning to say the whitelist holders are all people who has been helpful to us. They help us secure collabs, and we're really thankful for that. And some of you are even here, and yeah, thanks for that. And we really appreciate like the help from you guys, from the community. Okay, because we understand the power of leveraging the community. That's why when we actually come up with the whitelist requirements, we thought it is a good idea to actually reward Genesis whitelist to people who actually bring in partnership or collab to us. Okay. Otherwise, if you really can't get the whitelist, don't worry. We have a public mint, which will happen on the 3rd of April. Okay, so let me show you okay, exactly how we're gonna run the public mint and also the pre-mint. Okay, so for whitelist, the price will be at 0.15. We will actually have a 6-hour duration for the whitelisted individuals to mint, and then the public mint will have 70 stock in total, and then it will be in the form of a Dutch auction. Unfortunately, we have to do a Dutch auction. I know probably some of you had bad experience or with Dutch auction. I'm sorry about it, but we have to do a Dutch auction because our supply is very low, and if we don't do a Dutch auction, we might get bought buying up everything. Okay, that's the last thing we want to see. So we have to have a Dutch auction no matter what. So it will start from 0.69 and slowly drop to 0.19. Okay, and then you have a duration of 5 hours to get one. Okay, so which means that every hour the price will drop by 0.1. Okay, all good. Okay. Okay, so just a little bit about our progress right now with Genesis. Okay, so by the way, we are doing contract ERC 721 and not 721A. We will explain to you guys why in an announcement, because I need my devs to put it in a proper. He will probably use a lot of technical terms, but I can't explain clearly why we are using why we are not using 721A. So I'll let my dev explain it in announcement. Okay. Um, so we are now 100% done. Okay, I would say 95% done with the contract, with the smart contract. So we are now at testing phase actually. So every day we've been testing our contract on the test net. We've been buying our own NFTs and testing the time and then testing the price, testing the Dutch auction every day. So things has been great so far. Okay, that's one thing I want to assure you. And also another thing, our smart contract is actually audited by Zurich. They have already done an audit on our contract. So They do not have major comment about it. And later on, our contract will also be audited by a developer from PathDel. He will actually audit once we're done with the testing. Okay. Okay, so that's okay. We have come to the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for your patience. Now we will open the floor to questions. Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to. Okay, by the way, you guys can unmute now. Actually, please ask me absolutely any questions. You can bombard me with questions. No problem. I can answer everything. Okay.
I think Haru has a question, ma'am.
Yeah, sure.
Beni Sarı'yı tasvir
Okay, I will 1 second. I will just stop sharing screen first.
Halo, halo.
Streaming. Hello. Hello. Who is this? Can you sort of say hi and tell us who you are?
መግቢያ እኔ መንገድ ላይ እንደዛ ነው የሚያደርጉት።
Gue jauh.
Hello. Hello. Anyone wants to ask a question? I think somebody unmute. Meta Kryptonian, do you want to ask a question?
ምን አይነት
Okay. If not, that's fine. Okay, I will pick some questions from the AMA text channel first, and then you guys, if you have any questions, you can unmute and ask. Okay.
አይ አይደለ እዚህ ነው እኔ በሳይክል የምንቀሳቀሰው። እኔ በሳይክል ስንቀሳቀስ ማን ይናገረኛል? እናንተ በመኪና እየሄዳችሁ እኔ ዝም ብዬ ተላላኪ ነው መስሎ ገባ የእነሱ ሰው ነው መስሎ። አሁን ጊዜው ከባድ ነው። ታይም እንደዚህ መታየት ምናምን ያለበት እኔ አሁን ባይ ዘ ዌይ እዚህ ከመጣሁ በኋላ ፌስቡክ እና ኢንስታግራም አንዴ ላይክ የለም ፎቶ የለም ምን የለም ምንም ነገር ፖስት አላደረኩም።
team,
መሮኛል እኔ
and your
መሮኛል።
okay, good. Okay, I'll pick this question from. Okay, this question is by Steven. Okay. Okay, Steven asked this. Okay, so I have a little question. How do you maintain members that got whitelists already to stay active in the community? What I mean is, there any rewards for active members or any punishment for non-active members after he got whitelist? Okay, we have been contemplating, I would say, about implementing punishment for non-active whitelisted members. Those of you who are with us in January, you know that we actually have a jail system, right, where we dump, all inactive members into into the jail. But fortunately, many of the members are very, how do you say, they some of them take it positively. Okay, some of them decided not to play with us. So I would say when it comes to punishment, right, I will be really careful because these are now my whitelisted members. Of course, as much as I would like them to be active, but I again believe that the way we hand out whitelists has been really careful. Of course, I cannot stop some people from, I cannot sort of control them and want them, force them to be active. I think that is not what we want. So I would say, as for rewards, right? Let's put punishment aside. As for rewards, we are doing that. Okay. If you guys are new, you probably don't know that we have this role called helpful path. What we are giving them is a helpful path will actually stand a higher chance to get whitelist from other collab partners because we on daily basis we're getting a lot of collab requests, and then we are also partnering with some other big projects. So we are getting whitelist from these projects, right? So what happened was that we will actually allocate a 20% of the total number of whitelists that we get from, let's say, a collab partner, and we will actually do a separate raffle for these helpful paths. Okay, for this group of people who we think are really helpful and contributing to the project, to our project. Okay, so that's one way to incentivize them. Okay, and as for the punishment, right, I think we really have to be careful, but I can't say anything now yet, but I have to talk to my team and we'll come up with a plan for this. Okay. um okay, let's see, we have next question. What if I'm a investor? Hey JT, thanks for being here. Okay, what if I'm an investor? Yeah, what can I benefit from Generative? Yes, JT, if you are an investor, you can 100% benefit from the Generative part, because as I showed in the slide just now, all our Generative and Genesis holders are eventually going to receive a microphone. That microphone itself will be an NFT, okay? But it will be on another chain, okay? It will not be on Ethereum chain, because again, cannot thrive on Ethereum chain, unfortunately. So you will receive a microphone NFT that will give you access into our Sing to Earn game. So today, if you are an investor, you are not so much a singer, what you can do is, number one, wait for the right time to sell your mic. But again, that will require you to probably wait, because the game will take some time to gain traction, to gain user base, right? But another way you could do it is by leasing out the mic. Okay, you can give it to, I don't know, you can lease out, or you can temporarily like give the NFTs to somebody, let them sing for you, let them earn the tokens for you, and then you do a profit sharing or whatever. And from there, you use the tokens to breed more microphones. Okay, because at the start, we will only have 6,100 microphones. Okay, from there, with breeding, the game will grow. Okay, the user base will expand. So that's one way you can do it. Okay, that's just my that's just my plan for the investors. Okay. Okay, let me see if there's more questions. Okay, let me check. Okay, I think my team has compiled a lot of questions for me. Okay, I like this question. Okay, I don't know who sent me this question, but does pub owners or public non-owners earn tokens while watching the streams? I like this question. Unfortunately, if you're just an audience, right, you can you will not actually earn tokens. Okay, but you can actually buy tokens to send rewards. Okay, let's see if we have any other question. Okay. So feel free to send us more questions. So we will actually, from all the audience right now, from all the AMA audience right now, we will actually do a raffle. We will actually do a raffle. If you have not whitelisted, we'll do a raffle to select some lucky winners. Okay, especially for those who have not whitelisted yet. Yeah. Okay. Let me check what other questions. If you have any more questions, feel free to drop it in the chat. AMA text. Oh, you can unmute, guys. Okay. Okay, I like this question. All too easy. Thank you so much for this question. Okay. Do you continue to implement the mobile game even if it's not fully minted out? Okay. I have to tell you, the answer is a big yes. Okay. Answer is a big yes. Even if we did not, even if we don't fully mint out or sell outright, we will still proceed. As I mentioned to you, this NFT sales is just a stepping stone. It's just a seed fundraiser for us, to me, it's just a seed fundraiser. We do not want to stop here. We ideally want to push out the game. Okay, that's why we want, we want you guys to be part of the investors, to invest in a future game. Okay, so we will implement it, no matter what. Okay. Okay. This is what. Is there a minimum sell target for the game to be developed? Okay. Here's what I'm gonna. Here's how I'm gonna answer to this question. Okay. If you guys remember, or you can still refer back to our website where we publish the mean distribution, right? Essentially, how we're gonna spend the mint money. Okay. If we did not, in the event, we did not sell out, I know you guys must be really concerned. Okay. This question is legit. We thought about it. We thought about what if, we don't sell out. We need to have a plan B or plan C, right? So in the event that we really do not sell out, we will readjust, the mint distribution. Because for now, we have allocated 20% of the mint fund for game development. But if we did not sell out, meaning to say if we earn less from the primary, or we raise less from the primary fund, we will readjust every other aspect. It could be a shrink in marketing funds, a shrink in operation, and things like that. Okay, and we will actually channel more money into the game development. Yeah. Okay. Haru has a question. Is Sync to Earn platform will be available in any device like Android? Oh, okay. Yes. Of course, this one has to be this way. Has to be available on Android and Apple. Yeah. Great. Will there be an LP for the Puff tokens? Okay, great. Wow, this question. Okay. How should I put this? I would say no first, okay, because I do not want to promise that. I do not want to promise the king yet because I don't know how to. I can say that my goal is way bigger than just Puff token. Okay, but I do not want to promise publicly. Okay, you guys understand that I have worked with Puff DAO before, right? So my friends and I, with Puff DAO, we had an IDO last year, and had a really successful IDO, I would say. Okay, so yeah, so of course for me, right, the goal is to recreate that success, right? So that's okay. That's all I'm gonna say now. Okay, because I do not want to publicly, promise this and later under deliver. So let's put it at that. And will I be able to create a scholarship program similar to Extreme Infinity? Okay, that's what we want to that's what we want to have, actually, to have the scholarship, and then to have people, to have investors, listening out the mics to real singers, then allow them to sing and earn from the game. Yeah. Okay, so did I answer all of your questions? Okay, Star say good plan, I'm in. Thank you so much, Star. So to sum it all up, right? To sum it all up, I have to tell you, you kind of have to make the call now. If you want to flip, this is probably not the project for you to flip, because as you can probably tell, the market is down really bad. And in fact, we were thinking, okay, maybe it's not the right time to launch. Like a lot of projects suffer even if they have a lot of hype. We have seen so many projects with a lot of hype and they struggle to sell out, and they even struggle to they struggle to maintain the price. Okay, the floor price. Okay, and yeah, I mean that's the last thing we want. But then we understand that we have a bigger goal. We have a bigger goal than NFT. So we don't mind to roll out the Genesis right now, and the Generative will happen in mid-April. Okay, so we don't mind to move forward with the launch, because any delay is gonna be fatal. Okay, we promise Q2, okay, for the game to come out, for the beta version, okay, for the development to start. Okay, we do not want to drag any longer. Okay, ideally we want to start it as soon as possible. So dragging, we are actually now late by like a few weeks already. So yeah, we really do not want to delay further. So that's why, guys, I want to leave it up to you. Okay, you have to make the call. So this is not a project to flip. This is a project for you to see through the development and to see the game happen. Okay, so yeah. Okay, any more questions? Feel free to drop it in the chat. Okay. By the way, for generative paths, because of the market situation, initially we actually we're trying to implement a 1 mint per wallet, right? But now we will slightly tweak it. We will slightly increase it. Okay, so it will no longer be 1 mint per wallet. Okay. So everyone want to sell out. We too want a sell out. That's why we are willing to like slightly adjust on that. Okay. I hope I answered your question. Okay, so do you guys have any more questions? So my team, where's my team? Please help me to do a raffle. And then especially for those who ask question in the chat, right? Really thank you for that. It shows me that you are interested. It shows me that you care about our project. Okay, thank you so much for your time. And if you have any more questions, feel free to DM me. We are always in the chat. Feel free to shoot me a friend request as well. And yeah, thank you so much for joining, and so good to see all of you here. Okay, so a pleasure to listen to you, boss. Thank you, Kitty. Kitty, you are new, right? Oh no, you're whitelisted. Okay, so I'm gonna have a 30 minutes rest, and then I'll move on with the Chinese session, which will happen in 30 minutes. So thank you so much, guys, for joining and tuning in. Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks again. So I hope you guys look forward to our Genesis launch. It will happen next week, okay? On next Friday, 1st April. It's not April Fool. I know it's April Fool, but we're not. It's gonna happen, okay? Yeah. Please don't think that we're just trying to set up set up something, some dumb act to fool you guys. No, we're not. It's gonna happen on the 1st of April. Okay. Thank you so much. I love you all too. Thank you. Yeah, feel free to stay for Chinese version. If you feel like listening again in Chinese. Thank you so much. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks, Star. Thanks, Kitty. Thanks, All Too Easy. Thanks, Haru. Thanks, JT. And okay, yeah, just thanks everyone. Yep. You may leave the chat unless you have more questions to ask. Unless you want to unmute and talk, feel free.